It's your boy Roy Jones Jr. and right now you're tuned into World Combat Sports.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again. You're listening to World Combat Sports. Shout out to everyone, the WCS supporters that's in the live chat. Shout out to each and every one that had a great work day. Shout out to Team Williams Jr. and the building, Roy Jones Jr. You know what it is all day. Salute to the boxing heads out there, mixed martial arts and all that. You looked at the title, you see the thumbnail, you know what it is, man. Another one. But first of all, I have to ask some of you, are you aware of what's going on with the Capitol? That is crazy. But first of all, I want to talk about boxing. We'll get on the Capitol. All right. I have to keep on. You're probably saying, damn, you hitting this Ryan Garcia and the lightweight division pretty hard. You've been on this the last couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't talk about the same shit all the time. But since it's in the first quarter of 2021, I have to talk on it because a lot of people are in denial and losing their mind over this fight with, Ryan Garcia, and then how they're treating Gervonta Davis, not even acknowledging him as being a reputable contender in the lightweight division. Also, the fact that Ring Magazine is coming out with all these standings just to boost up Ryan Garcia's Wall Street to make a potential fight. When you basically commit to publishing false listings and criteria, it's pretty difficult to take it serious. But there are many people out here that sit up and goddamn use it as a factoid. They just use it, just like it's scripture. This motherfucking, some of these damn pound for pound lists and these damn ranking systems are extremely biased. I don't care if they have a group of individuals that vote on that. Those individuals who voting is it public? Is the voting public? You know what I'm saying? Can we witness the voting process? Can we see some faces? If not, then I'm telling you all, don't take it too seriously. I know I speak of the pound for pound list a lot. Mostly on certain individuals that should be on the pound for pound list. But the conversations I've been having with some individuals, they're just blatantly in denial, man, and recognizing Ryan Garcia as a heavy player in the sport of boxing. You can't do that shit. You can't put Ryan Garcia, and you cannot do that to the integrity, if any, within the sport of boxing. You cannot sit up here and say that Gamboa is washed up, but Luke Campbell isn't close behind. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't sit up here and act like Luke Campbell is one of those individuals that's just starlight. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do that shit, man. What's going on? King Mitch in the building. Say, come back. What up? What's good? Stephen Wood. What's good? What's good? Ryan Garcia need to sit down somewhere. He's not ready for Tank. Man, talk to him, Stephen. Look, I might have some people that run the other way. But you can't run the other way when Teo is one of my favorite fighters. So now you just being anal retentive, and you don't want to accept the fact that I'm keeping it always straight cut as much as possible. And I don't see how in the hell is the bubble all of a sudden grown to astronomical levels in recognizing Ryan Garcia as a heavy hitter in the lightweight division. This is a dude who is coming off the canvas when Teofimo Lopez just received praise for defeating the top 2 pound for pound. And that same top 2 pound for pound Lomachenko never was dropped by Campbell. So Ryan Garcia, trying to make a name for himself, he goes in there and faces a common opponent as Lomachenko, facing a common opponent in Lomachenko and Luke Campbell. And people are not recognizing the fact that Luke Campbell was dropped in the same fight with Lomachenko as he was with Ryan Garcia. So what makes it so special all of a sudden? What makes it so special that people's like, hey, man, I think he got all the power in the world, man. That dude got mad power. So I always, analytically, right? I just look at certain things and say, if I was to go out and compete against somebody who's considered a subpar fighter and I knock him out, does that prove I have knockout power by someone who isn't used to hitting the canvas or being knocked down in their professional career? You know what I'm saying? Does it mean that I have power because I went out here and knocked this guy out flat? You know what I'm saying? That people consider him a C-level fighter. But if I go in there and stop someone that's either, never been down or, has a reputable chin strap or beard, as they call it, very tough fighter, been in there with some top names, I should get more recognition for going into a fight like that rather than what I'm looking at with Ryan Garcia. I understand. I totally get it, man. You know what I'm saying? I totally get why certain individuals want to support the baby face, the popularity, and everything else. But God damn it, this ain't a popularity contest when it comes down to your ass getting dropped. You have to factor that in as to what we grade these fighters off of. We don't go around here saying, well, he got off the canvas. They praise Tito Trinidad for that. You know what I'm saying? They praise Tito Trinidad for that. And I like Tito, man. A legend of the sport, but he was on the canvas a lot. They sit up here and will overlook the fact how many times Joshua been on the canvas. They just overlook. Do you hear that? No one really talk. I mean, I wouldn't say no one. Many overlook and smooth over the fact that Anthony Joshua's been on the canvas a lot. But yeah, when Deontay Wilder gets dropped, which is speculative, him tripping over Tyson Fury's feet and then being hit, it's speculative. But we're not talking about win or lose. Did he win or lose a fight? We're just talking about how people tend to smooth over certain fighters who get knocked down. Andre Ward was on the canvas. That's a fact. He was on the canvas, man. It is good to be able to go about your career without having any knockdowns, like Adrian Broner per se. Seriously, he don't have any. He's never been stopped. Let me put it that way, a little bit clearer. He's never been stopped. Not the fact he haven't been down, but he's never been stopped, right? But he was in there with Marcos Maidana. And people kind of looked at Marcos Maidana with a little bit more credibility than Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia having the biggest fight of his professional career, he is touted as the next best thing because he's with Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya and trained under Eddie Reynoso for 2 years. And all I hear is, man, hey, I was like saying to myself, I got dropped. See, Ryan can get away with that quirky goofiness. He can get away with that shit because people look at him. Oh, he's so adorable. Oh, wow. He learned from that. Yes, he did. He learned. We're going to push forward. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the brightest stars in the sport right now. He is the next best thing. We're just going to let that go. Him getting dropped by a guy who really isn't known for that. But we're just going to comb over it, smooth the fuck over, You know what I'm saying? Like it never happened. All we want to do is focus on the motherfucking stoppage. I think that is entirely too wrong. And then read what Ryan Garcia had to say, right? Let me take this banner down right quick. Ryan Garcia is trying to portray that he's going after Tank because Tank's a bully. This is what I don't like, and this is why I called out, and this is why I stick to the subject at hand like this on Ryan Garcia. Because hopefully they see my voice as somebody who's speaking on what they know within their heart of hearts to be true. Ryan Garcia said, I grew up in an area where there were a lot of Tanks. All of a sudden, Tank is a bully. But according to who you talk to, he's small as shit, right? Because like I said in my other chat, I said that Tank Davis just finished the fight at 130. So just like you said, Leo Santa Cruz is moving up from 126 and Tank fought a smaller person, right? They was criticizing Tank for fighting a smaller fighter. But yet, Ryan Garcia, he's calling out Tank Davis, who just finished the fight at 130. But not to mention Francisco Fonseca, he was coming up from 130. So therefore, I don't hear the chirps. I don't hear the whistles. Because when Gervonta was dropping down, oh, Leo Santa Cruz, man, he was a much smaller fighter. Gervonta going down and fighting much smaller fight. But in another narrative, they say Gervonta Davis is small. He's only had one fight at 35. And then you say, oh, it was against a washed up Gamboa. We got it. But hold that same chorus of criticism for Ryan Garcia. Let me finish quoting what he said. I grew up in an area where there were a lot of Tanks. All right. He grew up in an area where there were a lot of Tanks. I got bullied a lot by the kids next door. The kids at school, they would make fun of me and throw me on the ground. I was scared of confrontation. When I see Tank, I see that bully. That's why Garcia versus Davis is going to be one of the biggest fights you ever seen. I have to make the bully want to bully me. Or so am I reading this? I have to make the bully want to bully me. Or shame. I got to do something to get him in the ring. So talking like that, I remember when Rolly Romero was pulling up on you and, to get that smoke for you to sign the fight before he was even a champion. And you would not give him any type of attention. He was your bully there, Ryan Garcia. Rolly Romero was your bully. The sparring came out. Then he pulled up on you at the fight. That was your bully, not Tank. Why do you have to portray Tank as being a bully and not a boxer that has talent and a two division champion, 3-time world champion? Why can't you identify him as that? Why you have to say that he's a bully? It makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. None. There's no way, no how that you have to force me to try to digest that for substance. You know what I'm saying? There's no nutritional value in what the fuck I'm hearing from Ryan Garcia. He sees Tank. So you're trying to tell me a fighter that's shorter than you, that you see him as the bully, somebody who grew up in Baltimore. I'm not saying Ryan Garcia didn't grow up around in bad neighborhoods. I'm just saying to use this. Are you selling the fight, dog? Or did you talk to Tank and say, hey, man, I'm going to put some shit out there. Don't even take it personal. It's going to be some bullshit, but that's what we used to feeding this damn boxing audience. So let them catalog it as we see fit, but don't take it personal. I'm just trying to build up the fight. So he's trying to tell us that I got bullied a lot by kids next door. Well, people who you should be blaming is your relatives that you was living with. That's who you should blame. You can't sit up here and blame Tank. You can't say up here and see, do they look like Tank Davis? I mean, if they was the kids next door, did they look like Tank Davis though? The kids at school, they would make fun of me. What were they making fun of? If a kid makes fun of your clothes, does it have anything to do with fucking Gervonta Davis? It has absolutely nothing to do. That's how clueless Ryan Garcia sounds right now. I was scared of confrontation. I can see that. You know, everybody has some type of fear, but when you are trying to now solidify an interest from the boxing audience as to say, you know what, why should we even talk about Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis? What is the selling points that we need to, you know, hold on to and talk about on a daily basis? What should we discuss further about Garcia versus Davis, Davis versus Garcia? And putting a statement out like this when Rolly Romero was your bully, it's extremely puzzling to me that you will put this shit out when it's on public record that Rolly was sitting up here pulling up on you and trying to get a fight. And you know, Floyd Mayweather's been on record to say, hey, you want Gervonta, go fight Rolly. But now Floyd can't use that shit because now he's potentially going to try to seize the opportunity to get a big money fight with Ryan Garcia. That's what Floyd's going to try to do, man. I don't blame him. Do what you got to do, Floyd. Mitch said, I think Ryan can actually sell this fight versus Tank. Not sure Golden Boy will want it immediately for their new Golden Goose. I believe, I never said he couldn't sell it. People are feeding into this big time. They want to see Ryan Garcia step in there with Gervonta Davis because look, some of these people are living their evil maliciousness, you know what I'm saying, and malicious intent, their belfulness. They're living that shit through Tank. Let me explain to you what I mean. A lot of people want Floyd Mayweather to lose, and you're probably saying to yourself, he had plenty of boxers on his team that lost. You're right. But Gervonta is the cash cow. They want to go for the head of the motherfucking goose, goddammit. They want to go to the head of the creme de la creme over there in the stable, Floyd Mayweather. Right now, the cash cow is Gervonta Davis over there. So they want to basically get back. Some of these people want to get back and see Floyd take an L with Gervonta, since they can't see Floyd take an L in the ring with a boxer. You know, he's doing exhibition bouts, of course. So they want to say, you know what, let's go for the secondary. Let's go for Gervonta Davis. Ryan's stock is rising and stop Luke Campbell was a good look to the naked eye. The knowledgeable eye saw the many flaws in Garcia. Getting up is commendable, but getting dropped by Luke isn't. Man, talk to him. Talk to him, Mitch. Salute you for that shit. Salute you for that right there, man. That's a lot that made sense. Ryan stock is rising. No matter of fact, Ryan's stock is rising, and stopping Luke Campbell was a good look to the naked eye. The knowledgeable eyes saw the many flaws in Garcia. Let me repeat. The knowledgeable eye saw many flaws in Garcia. That's why I've been talking about Garcia for the last 3 days. Getting up is commendable, but getting dropped by Luke isn't. I totally agree with getting up is commendable. It was courageous. You know what I'm saying? It showed his mettle. It showed his durability, so to speak, because when he got up, people are like praising this cat for having this chin. They praising him. So what they do? He ended up stopping Luke Campbell. Then they turn around and say, "Oh, Ryan Garcia got power." No, let's talk about him being dropped, because that's what I want to talk about. Because how are you going to praise Ryan Garcia for being dropped, but criticize multiple other fighters for being dropped and being a lower standard, than what they should be ranked in their division. That's not good, man. That's not fair. Serious. That's unfair, period. Getting up is commendable. But getting dropped by Luke Campbell isn't, if you're trying to sell yourself and say, you know what? He is a heavy hitter. This man gets off the canvas and stops Luke Campbell, who isn't ranked in the top 5 at all. But it was enough for certain outlets to move him into the top 3 position. It is absurdity at its highest point. Listen, people, that is absurd. That is lunacy, man. Come on. You're trying to tell me for his adversity, that his self-inflicted adversity, for the way he was training in the gym for the last 2 years with Eddie Reynoso, supposedly, that we're going to praise him for his flaws. And even more, we're going to highlight and give him an extra bonus for stopping Luke Campbell. If that is not bias, then you need to go back and drop the word into a search engine and find out some synonyms, because that shit is extremely biased. That's all I'm saying. That shit is extremely annoying. And it's not something that I want to look at by any means and say, you know what, let me find some credence in Ryan Garcia getting up against Luke Campbell. I'm saying to myself, why are you there on the canvas when Canelo Alvarez is supposed to be your mentor? I mean, have we seen Canelo Alvarez in a position as such where we could say, oh, he was getting off the canvas against this C-level fighter? You know what I'm saying? But that's Canelo Alvarez, man. Let's praise him and shit. Let's praise him. No, we up here, we give Canelo his criticism for, certain things and discrepancies he have in the sport of boxing too. But no one can criticize Canelo, who is the mentor of Ryan Garcia, for doing that shit. Mitch said the fat flash. Yeah, man, I had to put my subliminals in this shit, bro. I try not to put too much in there, but god damn it, I'm just telling a story with a thumbnail. It's good you caught it. So speaking of which, I reiterate how Rolly was the motherfucking bully for Ryan Garcia, people. Now, if you look at this, he's practicing to be the Flash and he made all the videos, but yet he's on the canvas in the back with the Flash running away saying, oops. I mean, it's a lot of clarity in what I put. It's a story to that. Come on, man. You're supposed to be quick, not just with your hands, but defensively too. We want to see you elusive. The Flash, we want to see you elusive. I cannot sit up here and assume that you spoke to Gervonta ahead of time before you put this article out. But what you're saying in there to characterize Gervonta as a bully, what more are you expecting from people to say what you did to Luke Campbell? When you was able to rise up from the canvas and close distance on Luke Campbell, what is that considered? Is that considered bullying too? Like you don't make a lick of sense, man. And everybody that's damn co-signing this shit is full of bullshit too. Like, is it not what Ryan Garcia did when he got up from the canvas? He started closing the distance and getting closer and, landing his shots on Luke Campbell when he was able to push Luke up against the ropes. Wasn't that aggression? Wasn't that close quarters? Yes, it was. It was close quarters. You was proving a point. Now you felt some type of way about getting dropped, and you did the exact same thing. Crawford did the exact same thing. He was put in a position where he was dropped. He got up and he absolutely threw everything out the window and damn dog walked Kambosos. That's pretty much what Ryan Garcia was attempting to do. So where does Gervonta Davis become a bully? Like, he's so short and small. That's what they say. He's small. He's so short. He's a 130 pounder. He just went down there and fought a 126 pounder. So what is Ryan Garcia doing with Fonseca and calling out Davis? Isn't Davis considered to be a 130 pounder? Wasn't that his last fight? He just knocked out Leo Santa Cruz at 30. Is he a 35er? It can't be both ways, man. You can't have it both ways and say, well, he does hold a belt at 35. He had one fight at 35, man. So when you hear people talk about Tank, they say, oh, man, he's small, he this, that, and the other. But Ring Magazine, right? They just refuse to put Tank on their list of the top lightweights in professional boxing. They refuse to put him on the list, which is extremely biased. That's just stupid. Anybody who has Ryan Garcia in the top 3, and look, I'm not here to advocate for Team Haney. Absolutely. If Haney had a better fight last time, I would advocate for Haney to be in the top 3. I would. It's just boxing. I would advocate for Haney to be in the top 3. Cool. But I don't see Ryan Garcia being better than Vasyl Lomachenko at the time. I don't see Ryan Garcia better than Gervonta Davis. So that's 3 right there. That's 3. Devin Haney. I tell you, to be honest, I don't see him being a better boxer than Devin Haney. Now, power, it seems like his power is more. He has more power than Devin Haney. But in one sense, I hear people talking about power. In the other sense, it's boxing. And then next is power. It's boxing. The narrative is going to fluctuate according to who lips is coming out of. Like some people like power punchers, and the other one like boxers. Technical skill set. So it depends. So if you want to take Teofimo Lopez, obviously number 1, and then you want to put Vasyl Lomachenko or Gervonta Davis. And then, I hear a lot of people saying 1A, 1B, and all this other shit. Teofimo Lopez holds the spot solo dolo. He holds that spot at number 1, solo. Is no co-partnership. There's no co-partnership with that. What's going on, Mark Nash? How you feel, man? Shout out to Mark Nash in the building. Alexander in the building. What's good, man? Salute to you. He said Crawford knockdown wasn't official and didn't look like Garcia. Yeah, but he was touched up. He went down. After he got up, he felt some type of way. And, from there on, he just was relentless in dog walking freaking Kavalaskis until the fight was over. Like Crawford potentially may have felt embarrassed. So he said, you know what? I'm not going to sit up here and continue to box this dude. I'm going to fight him. So Crawford said, you know what? Fuck boxing. I'm going to fight this dude. He went and fought him. And when you go to fight somebody, it's a lot more risk that's taken, especially on this level. And that's what Crawford did. Now, did Ryan Garcia somewhat do the same thing? Yeah. Ryan Garcia potentially felt embarrassed getting dropped by Luke Campbell. He probably was a little delirium when he got up, but he still paced himself right up to the front door of Luke Campbell. And he started punching. He started throwing punches. You know what I'm saying? But my argument to that is, why the fuck didn't Luke Campbell do anything more when he had him hurt? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell? What are we talking about? Why didn't Luke Campbell do more? Michael, what's good, man? Salute to Michael, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate the ones that really support the channel. Salute to you. Grateful. I mean, why didn't Luke Campbell do more to make the fight interesting? Why did I see pictures of Luke Campbell going out to dinner with Ryan Garcia and say, I will always respect Ryan Garcia? So you didn't respect Vasyl Lomachenko? He beat you too? Like, why was there pictures of them going out to eat? Now, of course, we've seen the same shit with Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? We see the same shit with Tevin Farmer too. But we talk about Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. You know, they was up there hugged all up, showing each other, you know, kindness and everything. And I'm like, then I'm hearing that Tank spoke to Garcia 10 minutes before he walked out. All this is reminding me of what I know about boxing. You know what I'm saying? The grimy dark side that lurks in the shadows of the what they call them, what they call those under the table handshakes. Damn, it's another name for it. You know, these handshakes, under the table handshakes and grip and grin photos, you know, and all these damn covert deals that they make for these fighters ahead of time. It just seems like a lot of people are asking questions as to why Luke Campbell did not press the issue once Garcia made it back to his feet and the referee called the fight back to action. He didn't do enough. Mark Nash, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. For heaven. I mean, no, I just was building with my brother right quick. Okay, for sure. He said, peace, Scott, and all the wrenches and people in the panel. That's good, man. That's what it's about. Build with like individuals, man. Build with them. Build a community. You know what I'm saying? Mesh these groups who's talking logically, because every day is not going to be logical and for people to latch on to. It's not going to be that way, but it's good when it happens. But getting back to my thumbnail right here, right? Read what Ryan Garcia had to say, which I totally disagree with, because Rolly Romero, anybody who has followed boxing and stay close to the sport knows that Rolly Romero, from the sparring session and him wanting to fight Ryan Garcia, has bullied Ryan Garcia seriously out in public. He wanted to goddamn make a spectacle and call out Ryan Garcia. So why say Tank Davis of all people is the one that's bullying you just to make the fight? Just say, you know, he's one of those special lightweights out here that I want to challenge myself against. You don't have to place him as the villain, as the bad guy, and paint yourself as this good guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that, Ryan Garcia. The people are going to do that for you. You don't have to do that shit. Michael said, Ryan moist in the middle like a ho-ho. Damn. What's going on, John Norris? What's good? Salute to John Owens in the building, man. They got that big tournament coming up, man, over there in Augusta, GA, North Augusta, okay? I remember Paul Williams corrected me on that. I said Augusta, Georgia. He said North Augusta. Too blessed to be stressed. You know what I'm saying? Luke was shook. He said in the interview he didn't want to get caught coming after he knocked Ryan down. According to Luke, Ryan wasn't hurt. You know, according to Luke, a lot of shit didn't play right in his imagination. You know what I'm saying? And his fight IQ. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, a lot of things didn't link up. Okay, we say take it easy, but what do you say from the fighters who are right there? Time the fight resumes, they right there in the pocket, i.e. Terrence Crawford. Once the fight was called on Kell Brook, Terrence Crawford was right there. Boom. I'm here. Terrence Crawford didn't sit over there in the middle of the square. Come on, Kell. Aquí, amigo. You know, he wasn't waiting for him to come over there. Terrence Crawford closed in on Kell Brook and got the job done. No matter how you talk about the finish, he finished him. I can kind of put Kell Brook in the same facet as Luke Campbell. I'd be a hypocrite not to say that Kell Brook, did very little once Terrence Crawford started to close distance. But this is about Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia. Luke Campbell was there. He didn't do what Terrence Crawford did. Luke Campbell did just the opposite. This motherfucker gave space, gave him enough time to recover. And then he ended up being stopped from a body shop that people are freaking ranting and raving about. I'm not saying Ryan Garcia don't have any power. I'd be a fool to say that. But what I'm looking at is the power in which they're comparing him to right now. They're saying Ryan Garcia has equal power to Gervonta Davis. And then you have people that's looking at the divisions and they say, hey, Ryan Garcia is a bigger, stronger 135 pounder. Tank just came up from 130. He's a 130 pounder, but he fought Jokic Gamboa at 135. John said, don't mess with Tank. Salute to you for sure, man. Salute, OG. You know what it is. Luke is a bomb. Too much respect for that pillow fight. Yeah. Word, Ryan out there, Ryan. People like the mechanic bull, the drunk hoes like to get on. Canelo had to literally push him off. Listen, this is the shit I'm talking about, which I don't like to bring the color shade into it. But I'm going to tell you, find me. Because I know if Ryan Garcia would have been a brother, if Ryan Garcia would have been a brother jumping on another brother like that, the fans would have stopped cheering and be like, hold up. Let me get this camera out. Them motherfuckers on some other shit. Oh, hell no. I'm telling you, they would have said that. When you jump on another man and wrap your legs around, people think differently. But when you do it consecutively after a fight, people are looking like, bro, you're doing too much, man. You're doing a little bit too much. I can understand he was happy. I get it. But he was doing too much, man. John said, lucky punch. I agree with you, King. Luke lost more than Ryan won due to Campbell being overcautious. And I'll take that, Michael, I was like, why would Luke Campbell, after facing Lomachenko, be so cautious, though? And facing, and facing Ryan Garcia, why be so cautious? This is a top 2 pound for pound guy you in there with. Ryan Garcia has been nowhere close to that. His competition has been nowhere close to that. Like I told you about Francisco Fonseca. He went from 35 to 40, back down to 30, and then to 35. Check it for yourself. And then here goes Tank. People saying Tank small because he went down there and fought Leo Santa Cruz. When Leo Santa Cruz, the credit they gave Tank was very minimal because they say Leo Santa Cruz was a 126 pounder. That's bullshit, dog. Ron is a biological male at best, but with Peter Rowe, that boy, man, they look like something in a pride parade, man. Y'all getting a little bit too motherfucking deep. Y'all try to have the whole masses come out here. Hey, all I'm saying is, if it was a brother, that wouldn't have went over too well. Seriously. I'm just saying what I know from being one and about my people. My people would have lit that motherfucker torch. Like, hold up, Shawty. Come in for a second. Let me holler at you. What was that shit post-fight, Shawty? Like, what's going on with that, man? I can understand you celebrating like you dap them up and everything, but you up there jumping all up and wrapping your leg. What's up with that, Shawty? We was going to invite you out and shit, but nah, man, you on some other shit, dog. Hey, you know what? We'll catch up next time, man. Don't worry about it. We'll catch up next time, man. No, man, it ain't personal. It's good. We're just gonna let you settle down a little bit, because me and the brothers, we just got to think about some shit right now with you. Yeah, I mean, damn well that shit don't go down like that. And you want to celebrate, motherfucker? Give somebody a hug from the side, shit like that. But you jumping up, wrapping your legs around the motherfucker like this is prom date, man. No, that don't go down like that. Stop it. I don't know if Ryan can beat Santa Cruz. You know, bringing that up, Michael. You know what I was hearing on some other channels that Ryan Garcia will smoke Leo Santa Cruz. So people are bringing in opponent comparisons, oppositional comparisons, right? And they want to compare Gervonta Davis' last opponent, Leo Santa Cruz, to that of Ryan Garcia. If Ryan Garcia was to face Leo Santa Cruz right now, he'd do the same thing Gervonta did, but probably in shorter fashion. I'm like, what? I was like, damn, these motherfuckers desperate. They desperate to put Ryan Garcia at the top of the rankings. And Michael getting scientific biologically. Yeah, for real. Biologically. They want to talk about medicine and shit. The motherfuckers just born that. You know what I'm saying? Whether he walk like that in real life is different. I think Ryan too big for Santa Cruz, though. Well, you know, I look at like the fight between Robert Thatch and Benson Henderson in mixed martial arts. Thatch was huge. Man, I can't go. Look, I don't like cross-threading combat sports, but in BJJ they have a division called Absolute, right? It don't matter. You there competing, you can compete. I put the pictures up before. You have guys that may be weighing 160 in there competing with a BJJ guy that may be over 200 pounds easy. This is grappling. This is body contact. This is wrestling. This is grappling. This is as close as you can get as far as weight. And I've seen little guys sub out the big guys. 230 going in there with a guy who weighed 170, getting subbed out. So when you're able to move around as a smaller, I look at it the same way. I've seen smaller guys take out a bigger guy. So why is it so big? Like I saw my man Sugar Ray go in there against Donnie Lennon. This is at a catch weight. Donnie was fighting at 175. Come on, man. He was dropped early in the fight. Sugar Ray came back and beat him. I don't want to hear shit about motherfucking size, dog. I just been looking at too much in my lifetime. I just experienced a lot more to my perception. So unless you have a junior flyweight going in there against a motherfucking super middleweight, light heavy, something that's totally just crazy, different glove size from 8 to 10 ounces, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. I just don't see it right here when you have two divisions this close together. We're talking about 30 to 35. It's 5 pounds difference. We ain't talking about the hydration and all that. We're talking about one of the two divisions. That's a 5 pound difference. 30 to 35, 35 to 40. It's all about the hydration. It's all about whatever you want to call it. But I don't see it as being that much of a talking point, you know, when you're talking about advantages, man. Y'all coming in, Mike say, he riding chrome inside south. Man, I'm telling you, bro, you know how your daughter or niece don't want you to out them down, want to put them down. That's how Ryan was leg locking people. And I agree, man. It was, you know, me being my age, man, you know, I didn't think too much of it. I say, you know what, he can get away with it because that's his people, man. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be frank. A black fighter wouldn't have got away with that shit. Gervonta wouldn't have got away with that. He wouldn't have. Devin Haney wouldn't have gotten away with that shit. They would have killed him. They would have killed him on social media. I don't see him stopping Santa Cruz in better fashion than Tank. That's all I'm saying, man. For real, I agree with you on that. Ryan Holiday Garcia would get beat by Leo Santa Cruz. Too much action and length. Man, look, this is what I'm saying, John. I was trying to explain to somebody the punch volume of Leo Santa Cruz. And then they up here talking about, what about the power? That goes without saying in boxing. If a fighter has power, then it's up to the one who has the punch output I mean, to execute their offensive game plan perfectly. You just can't say, okay, well, the one with power have a puncher's chance. We found out that can be negated. It can be negated. It's called ring IQ. It's called defense, first and foremost. You can outbox the shit out of somebody. A good point, man. Andrew Charles in the building. Salute to you, bro. Mitch say Leo clearly the superior boxer. I just think 135 pounds period is too much for Leo. I don't see Leo moving up anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? P Money make a good point. Salute to P Money in the building. He make a damn good point. I agree with you. Tank been fighting tall guys his whole life. That's true. I wholeheartedly agree on that. Tank has been sparring big dudes. He's been fighting big dudes for a long time. That's fact right there. Absolutely. Tank don't spar guys under 140. Yeah, I heard Tank spars bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? Tank has a certain type of tenaciousness about him. He has a certain type of just dogmatic behavior, viciousness. Tank has that. Tank has all that behavior about him. Tank can be a savage when he wants to. You know what I'm saying? It's like a motherfucking a damn lion already walk up on a kill, and they already deep into that motherfucker, guts out, everything. The lion already licking his chops like shit. I just can't wait to get to that. I ain't worrying about nobody that's there. I'm gonna get mine, period. Tank is a killer when he goddamn hurt another fighter. He's a killer. Mike said, yeah, he can't be elite at 135, but he is able to outdog Garcia if he made it a slugfest. So check this out, Michael. I'll link up with that because looking at the way Tank goes about, playing with his food sometime, Tank will allow, in my opinion, just like he did Leo Santa Cruz, and people couldn't fathom how Leo, he can basically pull that out of Leo Santa Cruz. I'm sitting there watching the fight ringside. He's pulling the intensity and the action out of Leo Santa Cruz because he has a plan. And Floyd Mayweather ringside, and he said the same thing. He said, "Hey, I got this." He looked over. He's talking to his corner and shit, Kevin Ford and them, and he said, "I got it," because he was taking some punishment. I ain't gonna lie. Like he was a little bit outside, a little bit off his timing. He was a little bit outside his distance because he was trying to set up that counter uppercut. So what he did was made the adjustments. Then he started to walk and get more closer to Leo Santa Cruz to get him to throw more punches. Leo Santa Cruz started throwing more punches, and Tank Davis took some to give some. But when he started connecting and he started getting a reaction out of Leo Santa Cruz with that power, he said, "Yeah, I got you. I got you." So the hunt was on. He kept on stalking him and stalking him and stalking him, breaking him down. That's what wild dogs do. Them motherfuckers will run a motherfucking prey into the ground. Tank will give you that wild dog factor. He would allow Ryan Garcia to get off. One or two things gonna happen with Tank. He's gonna feel it. He said, "I gotta feel it." Tank said, "I gotta feel this shit." You talking about he hit hard? I want to feel it. Show me. So he out there pulling that shit out of Ryan Garcia, the crowd screaming, "Yeah, Ryan, go! Yeah!" And then, ooh, shit, god damn, oh shit. 1, 2, get up, Ryan, get up. 5. 5, 7. Hey, Jack Reese in the building. 11, 13, 16 and a half. Get up, Ryan. Get up. Don't let Tank do this. Get up, Ryan. 19. Good, good. Walk over there. Come back to me. Now walk over there to the left. Come back to me. Tap your feet together. Lift your legs. You good? All right. Let me shake your gloves out. You good? I'm gonna call to resume the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gervonta will allow Ryan Garcia to get that action. They have to know that Gervonta is that type of dude. If you saying Gervonta is a bully, be willing to understand what a bully consists of when you're in a moment that you're not trying to be bullied. Gervonta Davis will allow Ryan Garcia to have a moment of enlightenment just to see what he's working with as far as power. He said, I want to test his speed. You know, they say he can hit hard. Let me see. I want to see, man. I need to feel the impact of this guy that they hyping up on. Can he really punch? And then we're going to see. We're going to see if Gervonta Davis get hurt, or is Gervonta Davis going to start walking Ryan Garcia down and knock him down several times early in the fight. Because if Gervonta Davis knocked Ryan Garcia down early in the fight, when he's really fresh, I really don't see Garcia ending that fight on his feet. I don't see it, people. Ryan Garcia will have to prove to his boxing fans that it's opposite of what I feel right now. But what I'm looking at with Gervonta, when he gets a motherfucker hurt, it's no motherfucking timeout. It's no timeout. Because Leo Santa Cruz had Gervonta eyes swelling up. I'm saying to myself, damn, you know, like, bro, how long are you gonna not recognize his corners? Probably telling me, hey, Gervonta, you taking some punishment, dog. Look at your eye right here, you know. And I heard Gervonta, you know, he looked over and said, I'm good. I'm good. It was a difference between what Adrian Broner was telling his corner when he was in adversity, vice Gervonta. You know, Adrian Broner probably felt that he was good too, but he just couldn't come back enough to get the victory. But Gervonta all alone had a plan. When he was taking that punishment, he said, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I got a plan, y'all. I'm just collecting some shit right now. Just chill. I got it. And he ended up working his motherfucking plan, dog. I don't know. I would donate to help fund an international fight party. If they fight on Cinco de Mayo, we might have to make it an event because I'm here for that. Yeah, man, Cinco de Mayo. You know, when it comes to Floyd, he loves fighting on Cinco de Mayo. So why not have Gervonta Davis, if the fight is made, and Ryan Garcia fight on Cinco de Mayo, people? Come on, man. God damn. That shit would be motherfucking fire. That would be fire. I'm not changing up anything from here to there. I want to see that fight. If it's going to be Cinco de Mayo, let's go. Let's go. Because when Tank smack Ryan so hard that he start voguing. I'm talking all shit. He said he gonna hit Ryan Garcia. Vogue. Damn, you on the run tonight, man. You must be on that good shit tonight, for real. Because goddamn, that's like 4 for 4, dog. You know what I'm saying? You like 4 for 4 right there. What's good, IB? Salute to you, bro. What's good? Man, that shit is hilarious, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying? You got to get some laughs on this boxing talk because, you know, you just can't sit up here and believe that all of a sudden Gervonta Davis is going to allow Ryan Garcia to bully him. You know, like, you know, when people talk a lot about Baltimore and where Gervonta Davis came from and how he came up, And then to hear this bullshit Ryan talking about, you know, people next door to him, and when he see a bully, he see Tank. I guarantee you, when Tank tells that story, he ain't gonna say the people that he's seen, his next door neighbors and shit, because Tank was everywhere when he was growing up. So he's not gonna say, you know what, that guy Ryan Garcia, that's what I saw when I was growing. I saw a guy like Ryan Garcia. He was a bully. You're not gonna get that out of Tank. You're not gonna get it. How can you say you're crossing over to a land, like to an environment that you can't even relate to? I could see if you was born and raised out of TJ. But from my understanding, Ryan Garcia had it very well. He had it better than Tank. So for him to sit up here and act like, you know, he want people to have sympathy for him because he's trying to say that the guys that pushed him down. Why did they push you down, Ryan? Because, you know, they didn't like how well managed your hair was. They didn't like that you probably had on all the new gear. Why did they push you to the ground? Because where I'm from, if you on the ground, your ass getting stumped. You ain't just laying on the ground, stay on the ground, okay? You either on the ground from a punch, you're on the ground because somebody pick you up and slam you. That's why you're on the ground. You're not on the ground because somebody pushed you and say, man, give me those Jordans. Well, that happened down here too. But you ain't gonna be on the ground free willy. It's gonna be motherfuckers taking your shoes off and say, okay, stay your ass there till we out of sight. Don't motherfucking move. You should be going at Rolly when you talk about bullying, because Rolly has been, you know, on Ryan Garcia's neck for a minute and saying, I want to fight you. Would that be a good fight? It would. It would be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It would. But not right now. It definitely, if I had to choose from, I want to see Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Because it's no need for us to talk about Gervonta and Devin Haney. That shit ain't gonna happen no time soon, unfortunately. Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So let's take the next best, you know, proposition that they're talking about is the next big star of him being in a predicament which he never should have been with all the videos he put out. Now, I hope he limits some of those videos where, you know, he's flat-footed and he's throwing those punches and blinking his eyes and shit, you know, trying to look cute for the motherfucking female fans. Why don't he work on some defensive technique now? Work on the motherfucking chin security you need for stepping in there with Gervonta Davis. Because Ryan Garcia is giving me the impression off his post-fight interview, he's giving me the impression that when he wakes up from Gervonta Davis knockout, he's going to say some shit like, man, it looked that bad? Oh, shit, man. Damn, I can't really remember. What round was it? Oh, man, what did he call me? What did he catch me with? Wow. They said he can hit hard, but look, I can't tell you about something I don't remember. You know, I don't remember the punch. But, you know, we got to go back. You know, we got to go back to the drawing board. I'm going to get with Reynoso and Canelo, and we're just going to see what we can do. But right now, hey, man, I'm not feeling that bad. I got a little, you know, marbles loose up here. You know, I hear some jingling up top, but I think I'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going to do when I get back to the room, I'm going to call up Leo, and I'm going to say, hey, Leo, how long did it take for you to come back to your senses after Gervonta dropped you with that left uppercut? Because I'm going to tell you, my friend, like, I respect, you know, what you was doing to Gervonta. You was really landing some hard shots. And I was too. But all of a sudden, I'm waking up. And the fight is over. I've never seen it. That's probably what the conversation is going to be like. Leo's going to be like, well, my friend, you know, it took me a good 3 weeks, man, you know. You know, just beware that you're going to have some migraines and you're going to get sleepy for no reason and everything. Just get some rest, my brother. You just get some rest, okay? Let's get some rest. And remember, don't rematch Tank. Leave him alone. Don't rematch him. Okay? Just go on to other people. Go to Devin Haney, where it's much safer or whatever. Go check out Devin Haney or somebody. Go check out Felix Verdejo, something like that. Check out Rolly, Javier Fortuna. Check out some of those guys, but don't rematch Tank Davis. Not anytime soon. They pushed him down because he was wearing lip gloss and had frosted lips in his hair. My Ryan is the theater kid calling out Tank Davis from Baltimore. He needs his ass whooped. Look, I don't wish for Ryan Garcia to get his ass whooped, because the way I look at this shit, I'm looking for Gervonta to go do what Gervonta's supposed to do. Ryan Garcia, I'm looking for him to go in there and do what he's supposed to do. I don't have to wish, because the shit's gonna come regardless. The ass whooping is gonna come regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, okay, Ryan Garcia, sign the motherfucking fight, make the fight with Gervonta, and then so we can get an official date, and then we can really start talking about it. Get the interviews out there so you can explain to people what you mean about, being bullied, and when you was bullied as a kid, this what you seen. They all look like Tank. How the fuck do they look like Tank? It doesn't make no sense, but I see where Ryan's trying to go with it. He's just trying to build up a little bit of interest from those gullible clientele that just say, you know what, we support Ryan and we feel for you. Check your Cash App. We drop you a little something, Ryan. We just want you to, continue to grow as a boxer. But I just want to let you know we support you. And also, we're one of those 8 million followers on your IG. So just know that we support you, and we're sending you some super chats if you go live. And just pay for, the nutritionist, pay for a defensive coach primarily. Just do it. Do that for us, Ryan. Just do that. The money that we're leaving you, pay for a coach that can teach you defense. Period. It's not going to be Floyd Mayweather, because that's Gervonta. Find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Go find somebody else to teach you some defense, or else you're going to have a short career in boxing. Somebody should go find, that for Rolly Romero too. Find him a freaking defensive coach, because that dude is going to have pugilistica by the time he's 28 years old. He's not even going to be able to speak a complete sentence in the post fight if he keeps on being hit the way he is. It's bad. What's going on, OG? Ryan Garcia needs to work on his flaws, because he's going to get touched up by Tank and Teo. When I look at Tank and Teo facing Ryan Garcia, I see both of them destroying him. I can't say who's going to do it in quicker fashion, but I definitely know for a fact, and what I'm looking at right now, Teo will destroy Ryan Garcia. Now, for people who are saying that Gervonta and Devin Haney should take a back seat to Ryan Garcia when it comes to facing Teo, is absolutely absurd. You know what I'm saying? You definitely aren't looking at the picture in an unfair light. I mean, in a fair light. You're being extremely, biased in saying that Ryan Garcia should face Teofimo Lopez. He's not even ready for Teofimo Lopez. He's not even ready. Deion Washington, what's good? What's good? Salute the Tuscaloosa in the building. Okay, now playing devil advocate. What, Garcia go in there and sleep Tank? I don't see it happening, but what if I don't go up, Michael? What's good there, Mike? How you feel? Michael.
Yo.
Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me, bro? Mike, can you hear me?
Yo, what's happening? I can't hear nothing, man. I can't hear nothing.
All right, go out and come back in, dog.
Let me come out. I'm going to come back later on.
Yeah, go jump back in, Mike. What's good, Dion? Mark Nash. Hey, the link is in the chat, man. Those of you that want to jump on the panel or what have you. Don't be shy. It's 2021. Live your best life. You know what I'm saying? Don't be shy. Bars. Goddamn, Mark. Bars, Mark. Don't be shy. Jump on the panel. Live your best life. That's like a 1.5. I know, man. It's all good. It's all good. But man, we have to get this shit straight. Listen, we need to understand certain things that's going on in boxing, man. When you have people that's voting on this criteria of the ranking systems, we have to look at it for being a deteriorated type of protocol that they want to force you to believe that's official. They want you to believe that the process is official when they're putting out these lists, they're putting out these ranking systems and these pound for pounds. If they want anybody to be mandatory, they will grab a motherfucker from nowhere and put them up there. You say, what the fuck did that guy come from? Who is that? We never seen him on the rankings. You know why they're able to do that? Because a lot of people don't look at the ranking systems per sanctioning bodies. So when they want to make it a point to say, okay, so-and-so's the mandatory for this fighter, either that fighter has been there or they bring somebody else out the blue. The number one contender doesn't mean it's a mandatory. The ranking system can be convoluted in many different ways, but don't take it too serious. Even the back half of the pound for pound list, in a way, is inconsistent. The reason why I say that, for a long time, a lot of individuals in the top 5 of a pound for pound list, had multiple titles. You know what I'm saying? They have multiple titles, and most of them have multiple divisions. But now you have individuals on the pound for pound list that don't have any titles. None. And then you have individuals that's on the pound for pound list that's been looking terrible, like Triple G, but yet they still kept him around 7, 8, 9, all that shit. Can you hear me now, bro?
Yeah, I got you now. What's happening, Sky? What's good?
What's up? What's up? Happy New Year, man. I don't know if I told you Happy New Year or not, but if I did, Happy New Year again, man.
Hey, man, yeah, you already know, man. Blessings, man. I had to blow down on Nash. I'm going to blow down on him again in about an hour and a half. But, yeah, playing devil's advocate. Come on, now what if Pretty Boy go in there and do Tank?
Nah, bro. It ain't no what if over here, WCS, dog. It ain't no what if like that. Hell no.
He said it can't happen.
It can't happen, dog. It ain't happening. No, man. I can't see it, bro. I can't see it.
I don't see it at all. But, this is what I'm getting at, is this is what they trying to sell to people. They trying to sell to people that boy, because he went in there and fought a scared Luke Campbell and got Luke Campbell up out of there, when obviously Luke, for whatever reason, didn't want to be there in the first place. He got him up out of there. And now they thinking that this man can go in there and actually do something against Tank. This is what they're saying. So they're saying he can do it.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, man. Why do you think they pushing so hard to throw Ryan Garcia in the top lightweight? When he haven't even really earned the body of work to be considered that. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't even earned the body of work to be up there in the top 3 yet.
Well, like I said one day to you, the M is powerful. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna disrespect them. All praise and all love to the M, and they gonna get this money. And Canelo, he's branching out. Plus, he's getting old, so they looking for a new cash cow. And he's got the look, he's got the YouTube, and now it's all about celebrity. So the boys already got that. And so as long as they could get a Tank Davis or whatever, somebody to lay down and be a notch on this boy's belt to finally solidify him, they got themselves about a 3-5 year run of forcing him down our throats before he gets exposed. But with them, it's all money, so they're just trying to maximize their profits. I get it. It's just,
you think it's 3 to 5 years with Shakur Stevens in the Mets in the shadows? You think it's 3 to 5?
Yeah, because if he just gets one, if he can get a win over Shakur, if he can get a win over Tank, if he can get a win over Devin Haney, he can tiptoe around the other two.
Oh yeah, I see where you're going. Yeah, you didn't say it like that though, but you like he's a new face, and they're gonna be shoving him down our throat for like 3 to 5 years. I'm like, in 3 to 5 years, there's gonna be a lot of shifts, man.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. That's I didn't word that right. My bad, but that's what I was mean. I mean, if they can within the next year or maybe 2 years tops, get at least that one bang. Yeah, oh yeah, Ryan Garcia. Yeah, you saw what he did. He's the man. Blah blah blah. If they could really get one of those, they can get away with him fighting some bums or fighting some, Eastern European fighters or whatever like that, and to where all of a sudden by the time he starts getting exposed, it's like, oh well, he was past his prime, and they can get their money's worth, and that's what they're going for right now. I don't know why they're like. I don't know if you saw that. It was like a clip right after the fight where both Canelo and Oscar was telling him he don't need that Gervonta work. They were telling him that he doesn't need to work. Like Canelo, they got a clip of Canelo saying it in Spanish. Then Canelo, when they was walking in the hallway, was saying it again in plain English. Like, I don't think you should have said that.
That's on video. I'm not sure why he's not more disciplined in that. And they didn't. I mean, like, why would he go out there against his corner and his trainer and all of them? Why would he say something that they haven't even really pushed on Ryan yet? They're not. It seemed like, from what you're telling me and what I did see, that they wasn't on board with it. You know what I'm saying? All those freaking people that look, you got Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Saul Canelo Alvarez, Eddie Reynoso, and his brother. You trying to tell me those 5 individuals couldn't have been an influence enough on Ryan to say, okay, don't go out here and say nothing stupid. We ain't trying to fight Gervonta Davis. All right. Say somebody else. Say Tank Day. I mean, say Devin Haney. Say, Javier Fortuna, say somebody else, but we ain't trying to fight Tank. We ain't trying to fight Teofimo Lopez.
And that's all the reason why I will continue to disrespect this man's character and his manhood. He seems to me like he's got, a case of the cuntitis. You know what I'm saying? He look like he a cunt. You know what I'm saying? Just like this 45. 45 a little cunt, and just like cunts do that. A classic telltale sign of a cunt is them 2 to 3 sentences too many. Me and you, we could be talking that shit to each other, and whether we feeling each other or not, then all of a sudden I throw them 2 to 3 extra sentences on, and now you're like, oh, okay, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, like, I don't know, like, it's like when I raise my son, I tell my son all the time, you got to be careful. I know a lot of people in life. I mean, I'm not even trying to talk crazy. I know a lot of people in life who the reason why they ain't here no more was them 2 to 3 sentences, but a cunt can't help themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Just because they said don't say Tank Davis, he said, nah, man, fuck that. You seen I knocked him out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They get to, you know what I'm saying? They act like, they got told they got a big dick for the first time, pardon my French. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they get their head all gassed up and they can't help themselves. They're going to say that extra shit. And so I've seen that on some of his social media posts. That's why, as you know, I've been on record saying I don't really care for this guy. I think that if this guy was to get any real legitimate shine and wear a legitimate crowd in boxing, we're going to go in a grosser direction than anything we saw with Floyd.
You're right.
I think he's a black hat. He's a black hat out here, man. He's got to be stopped. And right now, hopefully, he will be stopped.
I mean, I don't even look at it like hopefully. I cannot sit up here and think that Ryan Garcia is going to have a huge run, 135, beating some top level competition, then move up to 40, is still winning, and then unify the division. I just don't see it. I think, like you said earlier, he'll get a win here, and then he'll have a couple of soft touches, and then he may move up to 140, get some win there, and then get some soft touches, enough to build his record up. You know what I'm saying? To about what, 27, 28.
Yeah. As I said, they're gonna get him in the 30s. They're gonna get him like in the low 30s, and then whatever happens, happens. If in the next year or so, if he could get that name and he could squeeze out a split decision, whatever, but as long as his arm gets raised, You know what I'm saying? Damn bolt of lightning come, strike Tank Davis or Devin Haney or whoever he fights down, and the nigga can't continue. So Ryan wins by no contest or whatever like that. As long as he gets that W, watch that man. That man will straight up dance around these damn divisions for about another 2 to 3 years, just cashing in on the fact of, oh yeah, I'm the king. I'm the king. Anytime anybody wants to try to challenge him, he'll do the Devin Haney, go get a belt, go, the Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I already see it because it's all about celebrity. And the minute he loses, like I said earlier, he'll be like Victor Ortiz. You'll be seeing him doing movies and shit like that. He ain't even on it. I already see it. I already see it. That man's too worried about social media. He's not a boxer.
IB said Ryan versus Tank is a great fight, but it's about money. No belt are on the line at 35.
Yeah.
I mean, if they make a fight happen, you know what I'm saying? The names, I think the PPV numbers will do pretty solid numbers. But we have to see what fan base is going to come together for Tank. I think a lot of people are going to support Tank because of what I seen in there when he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. He was in Texas, and it was a lot of people cheering Tank on. You know what I'm saying? It was genuine support. Like, it went quiet in there when Leo Santa Cruz hit the canvas. It was quiet. But when he came through and everything, and Tank hopped up on the ropes and stuff, like, people was cheering him on, say, "Oh shit, damn, good fight, man." So I think he earned some more fans, which is gonna definitely help him when he's stepping there with Ryan Garcia. Definitely, because Ryan Garcia has his fan base. Combine that with Gervonta's, I think it's gonna be pretty decent numbers. I don't know what they're talking about. It's gonna do the biggest, it's gonna breach the top 5 biggest PPVs ever. There's no way that I can sit up here and co-sign on that shit. King Mitch said Ryan was the guy jumping on people's hips, though. Jumping on Eddie's and Canelo like they returned from the deployment. Man, it looked like he was the one, that was some of his folk waiting on him to debark the motherfucking ship at the pier. And he came running out there, dropped his sea bag, and jumped on the motherfucking like he was 17, 18 years old. And Eddie Reynoso, he probably looked at this mother like, dude, you trying to hurt my back? Like, this mother has, when you do that in jiu-jitsu, most of the time you and your opponent going to the ground. All he had to do was hold on to Eddie's head and roll back like that. Eddie would have won the canvas, and then it really would have looked suspect. But
he was just caught up in all the bowl. He just caught up in all the emotion of the moment, and he just did what was natural. And it's like a Freudian slip. Some cats would be like, hell yeah, go kiss their wife. First thing he wanted to do was straddle a man.
Man, I was trying to give him the BOD, man, the benefit of the doubt, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Hey, listen, man, it's 2020. I'm an 80s baby, so I can comfortably say it. Anything under about 27, 28 is bisexual nowadays. I'm a firm believer. Things have gotten weird, man. It's weird. It's a brave new world we're in now, my brother.
He said, Street Blood, what's good? Salute to you. He say Ryan is not a fighter. Boy, you sleep. You far from what is funny to see non-boxers come in on other boxers' success. Not sure where you going with that. Who you addressing that to? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But you far from being woke. I mean, who said they was woke? I'm not sure. At one point, Ryan and Eddie was, but you do see that link in there, right there, Street Blood. So just click on the link, man. It's right there. I can drop it for you again.
Tap in.
At one point, Ryan and Eddie was perpendicular. Damn, dog. Hey, I'm trying to leave this shit alone, but this bug used perpendicular, dog. God damn.
Yeah, man, that's wild business. I'm just, I ain't judging nobody's lifestyle, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You keep it over there, and I treat it all fair. But look, I didn't need to see that.
Oh, he was talking about the dude in the camera. Hey, Mike, how do you feel about that?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, he said the dude in the camera.
Oh man, listen, man. This guy right here, man, he can say what he want to say. You know what I'm saying? As far as non-boxers, yeah, I used to box amateur and everything. I fucked around, been in a lot of street fights. I followed the fight game and I know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, Ryan is not a fighter. I'm saying Ryan is he's a boxer who's really okay, but when you get him up against tougher competition, because he thinks he's hot shit, he wants to try to fight with somebody. And it has been proven time and time again, as in the Luke Campbell fight, he really can't fight. Yeah, he came off the canvas and got a win, but we already established you new to the conversation, my brother, so I ain't gonna get mad at you. We already established that if you really looked at the fight, if you watched it, you can watch the highlights. Luke didn't step on the gas, and Luke later admitted that he was scared to press the issue because he was worried about Ryan coming back with some hot shit. You feel what I'm saying? And so I don't know how what I'm saying is nonsense. And as far as being woke, that's such a cliche term right there. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about, bro, but it's okay. Spit your bars and do your thing. It's all right. We could agree to disagree. That's all right. He probably yeah, there you go. He mashing the keyboards right now.
Mike said, "Don't fuck with me when I'm eating wings up in this motherfucker."
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I don't know what he's talking about.
He said, "Just because you fall in a fight, don't make you a bad fighter."
Nobody talking about the fact that he got knocked down. The fact we're talking about is the boy has no lateral movement, no head movement, no nothing like that. He is there for any type of punch, and he sucks on the inside. And if you know anything about Gervonta Davis, that he is a inside fighter. Gervonta will get in on his length. The only thing Ryan Garcia got going on is probably trying to keep him on the outside, but Gervonta is a dog. He will let you get established some outside to where you'll get comfortable and you'll let your hands go, allowing him to slide, counter, get inside, and tickle all your sweet parts. What are you talking about?
Mark, that's you, man.
Yes, sir. What up, though?
I haven't heard that in damn near 35 years. Talking about beating me up, Scotty.
Yeah, I was backstage. Hey, man. Thank you again for having me on your channel and your panel, Bars. Hey, man, it means a lot to me and my audience. For the guy in the chat, man, who's talking about non-fighters, hey, look, man, you got people like Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant in the Hall of Fame for talking about boxing. And they ain't in there throwing no punches. You got guys like, what you said, go ahead.
I said for sure.
Like, yeah, man. But they always try to discredit people who look a certain way and sound a certain way. But I promise you, man, Skip Bayless ain't out there taking no sacks and throwing no touchdown passes. But he talk about them Cowboys every day. He gonna talk. He gonna talk about whatever sport that's on the docket. He gonna do his research and the audience. He got a perspective, and he's allowed to have a point of view. My man Mike ain't allowed. Why? Because you said so in the chat, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I feel you. No, Mark. He's fine to have his opinion, and to add on to what you're saying, like look at Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman was a rapper who grew up loving boxing, and he loved boxing so much that his couple little albums that he dropped, they wasn't making no money, but they paid him enough to where he stayed up on his boxing and had little podcasts and little shit that he was writing about going all the fights, being being a C-level rapper. And guess what? That journalistic stuff paid off more, and he made a damn good career writing about boxing. And he is now one of the younger official voices of boxing, a rapper. Okay, who ain't like he'll tell you. The only time he put on gloves and got in the ring was maybe sparring or something like that. That boy didn't even fight amateurs. But but you saying he got up off the ground and showed true spirit. Let me see what you out here, Skig. He said he's undefeated. I get you. Listen, he got up off the ground, and that credit to him. First of all, credit to him. Anybody who will put on gloves or put on a gi and step into a ring or an octagon and enter the theater of combat willingly. That's just whatever. But we're talking what we saw and what is trying to be portrayed to us. That man is trying to put himself out there like he's an elite, that Tank Davis don't want this, that this, that, and whatever. When no, he's not gonna get none. He's not gonna get none of what he thinking he want. He's gonna get what he's asking for, and that's his ass whoop. Hey yo, I want to say shout out, welcome to the Wrench Club, my brother IB. I seen you on there. It's about time you put IB on, man. He been with us for a while, man.
I mean, IB had a wrench already. I'm not sure why his wrench wasn't up there though. I just happened to take a look at it. You know what I'm saying? He had a wrench already though.
I don't know. Maybe he was in here tripping one day. You took his wrench away. You forgot about it.
No, IB ain't never came on here tripping.
I'm fucking with you, man. I'm fucking with you.
No, he ain't never came on tripping, man. He been straight. You know what I'm saying? Street said, I just said Ron is talented and great fighter. He deserves the respect. Tank may win, but he is the one calling Tank Davis. Hey, I say this, right? I always listen to people always talking about what should be respect. And then I look at the over-encompassing media that's put out here on certain fighters, and only a certain few are allowed to get away with getting off the canvas and being praised for that shit. A lot of them get off the canvas, you know, they'll be looked at like, oh man, he ain't ready. He's overhyped. He ain't. And then Ryan get off against a C-level fighter and they praising him up like he's the next big thing in boxing. That's what I'm talking about. It's media. It's just reporting on the sport. So we're not hating. It's not what he deserves. It's not what he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Look, people have different definitions of what respect is. You know what I'm saying? And respect is one of those open invitations, you know what I'm saying, that people get. That you just need to be worthy of the request. You know what I'm saying? One is open, you know, to an invitation for respect, but you just need to be worthy of a request. Everybody don't go out here and say, okay, he deserves respect because he's Ryan Garcia and he got off the canvas. Okay, cool. We give him that. But the respect that we're talking about is them shifting him into the top 3 of the lightweight division off one fight. And we're like, he doesn't have the resume to be up there. He doesn't have the performance just yet. And there's still a lot of questions. So they saying, okay, well, we're not going to wait till he answers the questions. We're just going to put him up there and let him, you know, get that on-the-job training. Once he get the on-the-job training, we hope that he excel at that so we can keep him up there in the high position, the high rankings. Because he shouldn't be automatically shift up there to the high ranking just yet in the lightweight division. He still has work to do. But, you know, they like his looks and everything. You know, they want him to succeed in boxing. He has the, how you put it? He has the damn Canelo Alvarez mentorship. He's in the shadow of Canelo Alvarez. So, of course, they're trying to build Ryan up to be the next cash cow, just like Mike said earlier.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Hey, Street Blood, you still in the chat? I got a question for you. So when Ryan got knocked down, you saw the fight. I saw the fight. Did Luke Campbell press the issue? That really tells you about like the spirit, like if you want to go warrior spirit.
And once again, Street Blood, I kind of predicted that you was going to come with this, and it has nothing to do with Ryan Garcia. Telling me about many greats got off the canvas. It has absolutely zero to do with what we're talking about, because Ryan Garcia is neither a great, nor are we vilifying him from getting off the canvas. I'm just giving my critique about what boxing is attempting to do with someone who has not yet earned that spot. Ryan Garcia hasn't earned that motherfucking spot yet. That's championship spirit. He is hated by the black community. I knew you was gonna bring this shit up. You know what I'm saying? He is hated. For you to sit up here and encompass that, you're not gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get me out of pocket because you just
Street Blood. Is your last name Garcia?
He said he is hated by the black community due to politics and media. He may not be the greatest, but he should be considered a great fighter. This is a what you call a burner account.
I read that monkey shit he just put down in there with a straight face. He typed that. Man, I'm telling you, man.
This a motherfucker probably from another channel, and they want to make it about race because you know the push is on to make a Mexican versus black race in that. Man, get the fuck out of here with that.
I ain't going for that. Look, when I used to live on the West Coast. when I used to live on the West Coast, right? Every like around late September and sometime it'd be in October. No matter what was going on with us in the essays, it'd be a big brown and black thing to where it got to a point. Me and my black and Mexican friends, we'd always joke that white people have to be second because it never happened. They want to make it a race thing. No one don't dislike him because he's Mexican. Nobody. We like Mexican fighters. Mexicans go in there and bang. We don't like him because they trying to hype him up because of who he around and what he looked like, but he still ain't proved nothing. And if you actually watch his fights, what we see is we see somebody who will fall at the elite rank. We don't see somebody who's going to be a great. We're not going to call him a great yet. He hasn't proven that, and we saying that he is when it comes out and when everything comes out of the wash, he ain't going to be a great. He'll just be a good fighter, but I do think that he is going to be a celebrity. I think that, his cash cow is going to grow. And yes, once he starts getting his ass whooped, watch this boy. He's going to transition over into movies or something real flawlessly. How is that hate?
Hey, Street Blood, the link is in the chat, man. Let's hear your voice, because I would hate for you to be somebody from another channel on a burner account. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen you over here before. So shit, this is like the third day me talking about Garcia. Click the link, man, and chop it up with us. It's all good. All fair. You know what I'm saying?
Let me just add something, World Combat, if I may. You nailed it right on the head. Since when we called a guy with no title a great? Right, that's the same shit they tried with Lomachenko. Remember they were trying to say he was a great on his first fight, and he lost. Gave him man the title shot for his first fight. Talking about he's a great. Man, he ain't great.
It was his second, but just so they won't correct
Ryan Garcia isn't great yet. He's talented.
Yeah,
he's a good fighter. He has the potential to shake up some things, but he don't pass the eye test. Like the same shit that they used to kill me about with Terrence Crawford is what they giving the man the whole gambit. And I'm like, at least Bud Crawford had belts. Was a 3-division champion before I was giving him them flowers. Like this kid ain't did nothing but got off his ass against Luke Campbell. I like him though. I think he's special. I think he got a good talent. He's gonna sell some tickets. He's gonna make the show fun because he looks vulnerable in that last match. So it's gonna be entertainment, but please don't put that jacket on everybody that's a black man saying we don't like somebody because they're Mexican. That's what's in your heart, my brother. That's what's in your mind. That's what you think. And it's nothing we can say on this panel to change that. Especially when you hiding through the chat. I mean, pull up. The link is out there. Nobody's going to berate you and belittle you, but you got to put an address on that shit, man. When you put that kind of jacket on somebody, where I'm from, bro, you can't call nobody gay and you can't call them no snitch without having some damn evidence. And you damn sure don't just say race is this and race is that, or you don't like them because, man, you don't know us. You hear opinion about one fighter, one fight, and you just put that whole jacket on us. Man, get out of here with that shit.
Hey, I will take this second to change the mood. Sky, congratulations to World Combat Sports. You out here, baby. You done made it, baby. I'm telling you. If you look in the chat, now Street Blood talking about he heard from another channel. So you got whole channels talking about what your channel talking about. Boy, I'm telling you, you bad motherfucker boy out here, Scott. Boy, you can edit a channel about your channel out here. You done made it, baby. Let's go there. Hey, Mark, come on, man. Show love, man. Come on, man. Man, success is great.
I would be ashamed to even say that shit to somebody. So that means you a puppet? You see some shit out here and you just go out there on this man's show and just start saying he don't like that man because he Mexican. He had a point. The guy is going to lose the tank in his opinion. He has the right to his opinion. It's his show. You have your right to come in the chat and say the shit too, but when you start throwing those kind of allegations, bro, you got to put something behind that. You got to put some kind of evidence on it.
Because right now, he saw that on Facebook. He saw on Facebook we don't like Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? He like them white folks in DC tearing shit up because they read on motherfucking 4chan. They gotta take their country back.
That dude's a clown, bro. They're a clown. And he's toxic, bro. He's toxic. And he's what's wrong with the YouTube boxing community. Shit like that. Just coming in somebody's chat and gonna say some bullshit like that, man. Get out of here with that, man. And then when you get pressed on it, and look, when you get pressed on it, he gonna pass it off to somebody else. Well, that's what I heard in the streets. I heard that's how y'all feel about Nick. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey, I don't
In
know
the
how
words of
y'all do
Willie
it
D,
down
your
in
mama should be ashamed and your daddy should have pulled out.
There you go. There you go. For real, for real. God damn it. Because for real, I don't know how y'all do it down in Georgia, but up here in Ohio, you know what I'm saying? We got a thing about niggas who like to throw rocks and hide their hands. You know what I'm saying? That's a special type of pussy.
He said, hey man, y'all have to
That shit on
understand, like,
somebody else.
check this out. Hey man, that was fire for both of y'all, man. You know, these individuals, they come from other channels on burner accounts, and they just add race into it because that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? They want the whole subject to deflect from Ryan Garcia to start talking about race. And then the first thing they do is they talk about somebody emotional. No one's emotional. They're just telling you what we know, how we feel, expressing, you know, from your comments. Obviously, we dropped the link. You didn't access it, so you really want to be a coward and stay your ass in the live chat. So do that. He
didn't access it because we would hear that voice, and we know that Street Blood fam's last name is Garcia. Ryan, get your little simple ass up on there. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. Let me call you soft to your face.
But real talk though, man.
I love you though. I still love you, Ryan. It's all right.
These dudes be living vicariously through these boxes, man. These dudes ain't having no father growing up, they ain't had no mama growing up, they ain't getting no ass. You know what I'm saying? Never got picked up on the sport team, didn't go to the prom. You get what I'm saying? They went with their cousin. Like these dudes are betas. They the softest form. They get out there and put that kind of shit in the man chat. He throw you the link out there and you won't pull up. It gotta be somebody from another show.
Yeah, I gotta take a second to say salute. Hey, IB, I see you. OH, I see you. I see you. Hey, fuck with me. I pull up on you. I'll be in the bus. Don't fuck with me, man. I'll pull up on you, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll do that. We'll do that.
Jay said, man, they can't handle boxing, no bias. Them other channels started that talk. Yeah, it's a lot of channels over here pushing the Mexican versus black type of situation. But one thing black should always understand, know this. You should never feel hesitant about who you are and what you believe in, period. You shouldn't sit up here and think you got to ask permission to say, oh, my black people out there, my people. You shouldn't have to, because when you have other channels or other people that were saying my people, you know, Latinos, all respect in the house and all that, people get offended or somewhat touch you and say, oh, my black people, what's good? My brothers, my sisters, what's good? They trying to act like you're trying to start a motherfucking, you know, movement.
What?
No,
I can't
you
say,
don't have no motherfucking
my brother.
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna say it anyway.
Nigga, please. That's what I say to that.
What's going on, Skip? The box party in the building, man. Y'all salute, man. Y'all clap it up for Skip Crumpler. You know, that's the motherfucking legend of the sport, man, right there. Y'all just don't know. This dude has been in the sport for a long time. And you want to talk about bringing boxes with no professional, I'm talking about no amateur pedigree, bringing fighters to fight on these cards. Man, he's brought a high of 15 fighters to one boxing card with no boxing experience to fight on a boxing card. He's brought another 14, 13. The man, a legend, man. Skip Crumpler, man. I salute you, bro. This man's a cut man. He wraps hands and he brings fighters out the hood. I'm talking about hood niggas out the streets to box on fighting cards.
Man, so the shout out to man. That, you know, that's a real big thing, because not only are you just giving that man an opportunity to possibly get a bag, but you're possibly giving him an opportunity to change his life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know it doesn't work for everybody that he brought in there, but I'm sure there was a high percentage of cats who said, you know what, I could do this instead of doing that. And man, shout out to you, man. That's dope. That's dope as hell.
For sure, man. Skip Crumpler, OG in the game for sure, man. D Hodges in the building. What's good, D Hodges? Street Blood say that's me fighting cops. I'm not sure which fight, my G. I mean, I don't doubt you fight, but you know, you coming here and you know you're dropping this information like it's blacks against Mexicans. That's not the case, man. Because you know my family is mixed with Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? So who am I to sit up here and think that pertains to me? I'm a black man from the South. I'm still gonna represent me being black. I'm not gonna bite my tongue when it comes to you know me saying something about my people. I have every right to say my people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all group together and unify however you see fit. I mean, I could say this: if that was a group of us on the Capitol, it'd be more than one person freaking injured and shot. I can tell you that.
Man, you crazy, man. They be having a picnic, man. I'm talking about we be dangling and dancing from all the branches all down there, man. I'm talking about them little Japanese cherry blossom trees would have had strange fruit growing from it. I'm talking about that have been playing Dixie. You seen them marching through there with that old star, that rebel shit. I'm telling you, hey, listen, don't get me
But
started.
some of the local, I think it wasn't the local security or law enforcement. I'm not sure. They opened the gates and then all these rioters came onto the grounds and shit. Man, that's crazy.
Well, you already know, man. Come on, man. We've been listen. Shout out, first of all, once again, salute to all my veterans. I love you. I honor you for your service to this great nation of ours. And I'm not trying to be melodramatic, but you know, it's crazy what your sacrifices come to because this is a weird time for us right now. I'm just saying, this is a weird time for us. Y'all got to remember that oath and remember what's going on. Some of y'all, depending on y'all clearance, know what I'm talking about. On the real, the Nazis won. And that's what the Cold War was all about. We've been fighting these little cells that been within us. And it ain't about Trump. They just use Trump as their little, megahorn. He's a little bullhorn. And now he going down, like I was telling Mark earlier, like, man, listen, this is a real crazy time. I'm not trying to freak nobody out because we'll be all right as a people and as a nation. But ooh-wee.
He said, I wasn't even directing that talk to you. It was to the dude in the camera. He is the one that
you're going to get it anyway, nigga. You're going to get it anyway if you on some bullshit.
Hey, man, listen.
That's the problem now. People trying to separate us, man. That man didn't say nothing wrong neither.
I didn't say nothing against Mexicans.
Yeah, man. Don't try to divide.
Mike ain't never said anything bad about Mexicans like that. You just can't sit up here and put that divide out here.
Hold on. Street blood.
No, I wasn't gonna let that shit slide.
You kind of homemade right now. Because now listen, now look, now you first of all you hid your words behind another channel. And now you trying to motherfucking cop the deuces with everybody else in the chat trying to jump on you because you sound stupid as fuck. Nobody's ganging up on you because we all in the clubhouse. We ganging up on you because you sound stupid as fuck. And then now you're trying to be, hey, well, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him. Well, as the person you was talking to, what the fuck you talking about? Huh?
The link is in the chat there, Street Blood. Don't sit up there because let us hear your voice because you know damn well once we hear you, we're going to be able to determine if you're a regular. That's what you don't want. You want to sit up here and cause divide from the chat like a little pussy. You can hit the link. You can hit the link. Get on, man. Let us hear your voice.
I'm done talking to Street Blood. He getting what he want right now. He's trying to take over the show.
Yeah, man, he's taking over the show, man. Yeah, man. We was talking about boxing. I got off on some political shit. Scott, what do you want to take your show, man? I'm glad to be on your panel. I'm glad to see everybody here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to be alive for another day. I ain't gonna waste my energy on that, man. Because even though I'm saying right now, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I ain't even talking shit online, man. But Street Blood on some man stuff, you acting like a ho-ho.
I wanted to ask y'all about Devin Haney, man. Like I've been real critical of Devin Haney, right? So I'm looking at the whole picture of what I was trying to tell them about being a leader. You know, like I understand, you know, Bill is an OG in the game, right? But I was just holding him accountable. I say, okay, you can be in the game for a long time, but that don't mean you know how to be a leader and make those decisions. And right now, they're in a position where he was elevated to the title 3 times and then turn around and no one's calling out his name. No one's even showing him respect as a champion. And I know Devin's feeling some type of way about that shit. He should. You know what I'm saying? He should feel some type of way that Ryan Garcia didn't call out his name. And that's why I was telling people, stop comparing this man to Floyd Mayweather. Don't do it because you're putting a lot of burden on Devin Haney's shoulders. And he's not going in here right at this moment and having the opportunity with the level of competition to prove that he is the next. So right now, what do y'all think about none of the top dogs, Teofimo Lopez? Well, I did hear Lopez Sr. today. He did say if the Kambosos fight doesn't come through, they would rather fight what's his name? Devin Haney. Yeah. So what y'all think about the lack of respect Devin Haney getting right now?
Let me jump in first if I may. last thing on street blood, bro. You ain't got no street in your blood. Change your name. With that said, Scott, I just wanted you to know I disagree with you on the Devin Haney shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And for those like you be riding Devin Haney, pause. But he's not Mexican, so I don't know why you picking on him. He ain't Mexican. He ain't Hispanic. But with that, I digress. I think the dude is getting avoided because he's special. He is dangerous. I think there's nothing wrong with telling your son, hey, you're gonna be better than Floyd Mayweather. You're gonna be bigger than that. Sports psychology is a real thing. I'm on record as always telling people that. Yeah, you gotta get a kid something to believe in. You can't tell him, hey, man, you're gonna be great, except for you're not gonna be better than Mayweather or Ali. No, tell him he can be whatever he want to be. So I don't have a problem with that. Now, granted, he got to go there and prove it. Now, he that shit up. So far, he is backing it up. He's just not doing it at the like knockouts. But he's doing what he's supposed to do, man.
Well,
Now,
that's in your scope of opinion, though. So what do you disagree with Devin Haney? And
I think Haney gets his respect. He's not getting it from his sanctioning body. It seems like he's not getting no respect from these guys because they're not calling his name out. But I'm letting you know, you don't call out Candy. You don't say Candy name 3 times. And plus, once you say his name, you got to back that shit up. So I think
nobody's not saying his name one time. Goddamn, we ain't close to 3.
For knockout artists,
we're not even close to 3, Mark.
I mean, what I gotta say about Haney is that Haney, as far as a leader, he got mailed. I'm with Scott. He got mailed some things, and so it ain't like he actually he got it. Ain't like he earned it, and so there's a certain level of respect that he wants, and he almost feels required that honestly I don't think he deserves. And honestly, from what I've seen, I've been on record, and I'll keep going on record, saying that boy don't hit hard enough. If Ryan Garcia was smart instead of Tank, I put my eyes all over Devin Haney because he could probably get away with his length and his speed because Devin Haney's just going to go in there to point him out anyway. And so Ryan Garcia has got a chance of go ahead and getting that victory over Devin Haney before he tries to talk about one Gervonta Davis. The fuck he talking about?
Had to put that cat on timeout, man. He talking stupid. But yeah. So what I was saying about Devin Haney there, Mark, you didn't really go into detail about what you disagree with. I understand you saying you disagree with, but you have to be more specific and underline what did I say that you disagree with Devin Haney. Yeah, I've been riding him. It's called criticism. I wouldn't even call it constructive criticism because with media, it's just opinions. You know what I'm saying? So, what is it that you exactly disagree with what I've said about Devin Haney?
Man, that boy street blood out of control, man.
It sounds like, I don't know if it's my phone, but it sounds like y'all volume dropped way down real low. But you said something about me. You said, what?
Hold on for a second.
It could be me because I'm only at 1%. I had to put the phone on the charger, but I'm about to switch over to the computer.
Y'all told you them flip phones, man, they can give you trouble at the wrong time.
Bro, you already know I've been going through phones. This is my 3rd phone in 3 weeks, bro. Y'all already know I've been going through the phones with my daughter, bro.
Yeah, I was just trying to get an understanding, like when you say, okay, I disagree with you on Devin Haney, you wasn't.
Oh, you was talking about his respect. You was like, he ain't respected, and these guys ain't calling his name. I disagree on that. I think they're not calling his name because they respect him.
And I think they ain't calling his name because he, his opposition that he's chosen to deal with a name like Haney. Haney is trying to basically halo his name as being one of the premier future of boxing. So with that, you have to do what Teofimo was able to do: fight the Nakatanis, the Comeys, and then Lomachenkos. You have to go out there and put it on the line. I can't say that with Abdulayev, Santiago, and Gamboa. I can't say that with Haney. So they ain't calling his name because right now he's not putting on entertaining fights. So they want to go to who's putting on entertaining fights. Gervonta. Gervonta's putting on entertaining fights. He knocking motherfuckers out. He knocked out Gamboa. He knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, people ain't trying to go through all that over there at the Zone. And it's not with the Zone too.
Yeah, yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that. I can 100%. I play devil's advocate for Ryan on that. Now that is why I do see him going for Gervonta for the payday, but like career wise, no, I wouldn't have done it. I would have went with Haney. That way, I'd have known I'd have got that win, and I'd have made that spectacular, talking that big boy shit like he does, and everything, to where people would have thought about it and said, "Oh, he might be able to get Haney," and then go in there and bust Haney's shit, and then it'd be like, "Oh, But he wanted to do it how he did it, and so he about to get his ass whooped.
Hey, I look at it like this. The only reason that I've been very critical of Haney, because maybe I expect more from him. You know what I'm saying? I expect more from him. Like Tio obviously is my favorite lightweight. All right. And I was going for Tio even when he stepped in there with Lomachenko. So no one can sit up here and say it was a bandwagon ride and a dick ride. But I do look at Haney as being one of these fighters that has a lot of expectations, and he's being compared to one of the best to ever do it in this motherfucker. That's Floyd Mayweather. So I'm saying, people, stop comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. He's not that. So let him be Haney. Let him go out here and get what he get, and let the people start telling him who they believe he is. But when you have fought considerably soft touches, and you have a stacked division, and you stayed your ass over WBC when Teofimo Lopez went IBF and still got to the pot of gold, yeah, I'm critical, dog. I'm critical because they did it better. They fought Nakatani, and then the first thing they want to talk about, Nakatani, he whooped Teofimo ass. No, he didn't. He gave him a challenge. Teofimo made adjustments. Boom, on to Richard Comey. Slam Richard Comey. Bam. Second round, done. And then go the distance with Vasyl Lomachenko. That was 3 right there. That's a trifecta.
Exactly.
I mean, can Devin Haney do the same shit? If Devin Haney called out Nakatani and got that win, I was like, cool, I got it. He just coming off Felix Verdejo. Devin Haney called him out. He get that victory. Respect.
Wow.
I think Oscar's going to risk it. Fighters aren't calling out Haney because he's not a money fight compared to other top guys in the division. Ryan Tank and Teofimo, even Loma, are bigger money fights. And that's what I'm kind of leading to. Like, he has the name, and I was going in on them, especially stay the fuck off IG. When Teen Williams was calling out Haney, we had that motherfucker posting money on IG and new vehicles he was leasing and shit. That don't do anything for the fight in the ring. It don't matter. The black culture has seen so much of flaunting material items. We've seen that already. Now you in the full contact sport of boxing. We want to see you perform in the ring. That's what we want.
Well, especially now that we're in this generation where we're seeing a lot of cats. Ooh, they got the outside the ring Floyd persona, but we've yet to see anybody cash in and truly be the next Floyd in the ring, or even just we've got our buds and all like that, but they keep getting blocked and ducked. You know what I'm saying? These guys who are doing it in the ring, where if you really actually looked at this man, it's like, yeah. It's even the great Andre Ward's. A lot of people don't look at his career the way they did because of the way that man lived. And he wasn't running around here, making a spectacle of himself. And so a lot of people, who are passive boxing fans, don't really respect the immaculate career that he had, because he wasn't a flamboyant fucking asshole who was in the news for everything other than boxing. No, when you heard Andre Ward it had something to do with boxing.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to echo this.
Hey, your volume down a lot there.
Check 1 2 1 2. How about now?
Yeah, it's still a little low.
Let me fix that for you. How about now?
Yeah, that's cool.
Let me raise that up. But I think people are calling out Tank more too, because whether they think they can win or not, he at 135, he's the only one fighting on pay-per-view.
Solid.
You know what I'm saying? And prior to him headlining his own card, we've been seeing him on Floyd Mayweather's undercards for years. I think the problem and the disconnect, like you said, comes with the Ryan Garcia where people feel like, hey, we're riding him too hard or we're lifting up Devin Haney too much. No, not everybody. Some people are like my brother right here. He was like, nah, he ain't everything they trying to say he is. If he is, we haven't seen it yet. But we haven't seen him look vulnerable like Ryan Garcia. That's why a lot of people, the contingency is like, hey, I can see Ryan beating him. I mean, I could see him beating Ryan. So the problem is with his promoter. Now, granted, the promoter is doing his job. But when you go out here and say things like, hey, all the champs at 135 need Ryan. He's the A side. He's going to call the shots. How, Oscar? How? With no title? Y'all put that damn crown on his head, but, man, come on, bro. He's not even – come on, man. That's hyperbole. It's bullshit. It's cap. Whatever you want to say. And that's for the fans. It's to look good on the screenshot after you take the fight. But no way he's over the other champions who's been out here doing the work.
Well, no, you understand the power of rhetoric. And so, you know, just like
right, that's why I'm the best rapper alive.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the best, but you know what I'm saying?
Man, I ain't the best. I'm better than you. It's all good. You know.
Oh man. Don't start. Don't you start. Don't you start. Let's stay on the reservation now. Come on. Let's not.
It's all good. I heard your songs. It's all good though. You know what's up. But hey man, that's neither here nor there. You're right. He's doing his job. He learned from Bob Arum. Bob Arum was running around here saying that about him. He said it about Floyd. He's always telling everybody somebody better than Ali. And he need to stop that shit. Bob Arum need to cut that shit out.
You know, Bob Arum is a fair weather OG, you know, in the game. You know, he's gonna say some shit off the wall.
And a crook.
Hey, check this out for both of y'all. In about 5 or 6 years, I guarantee you I won't be sounding the same on this motherfucker. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mike. Good to see you.
I'm gonna tell you, get off them damn squares, man. I'm like that boy on them squares.
I'll be much older and shit. I'll be like, it's good to have everybody at WCS. You know what I'm saying? Money Man talking about Devin should fight the Japanese boy Teo fault. Yeah, Masayoshi Nakatani. I agree.
Nakatani whoop him.
I agree. Nakatani is a beast, man.
He's tough. That is. I would watch that.
Look, he got one loss, right? Man, why nobody calling out this dude? They trying to see who else gonna step in and fight. That's why I got mad respect for T.O. T.O. fought Nakatani with a undefeated record, 18-0.
Didn't know what he was about to get
punishment, and he ended up winning.
Yeah, he didn't know what he was stepping into. See,
but he took the risk though. That's what I can respect.
There's a crazy bully culture going on in boxing. Where just like a bully only wants to pick on somebody who they know they can get that off on. You feel what I'm saying? Like if anybody ever had, knows that real culture, like most of these so-called bullies, they don't want to have to fight to where whether they can probably win or not, just the fact that they know they'll have to fight, they'll probably skip you and go mess with the other guy. That'll probably just, roll over and take it. And so it just seems like these boxers are really just rushing to pad their careers and pad their records to where they can get to about somewhere in the mid-20s and keep their O before they even try to do anything. And look at what happened to Keith Thurman with all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably were better than Pacquiao, but you still don't know what it really was to be in a fight just because you slugged with a couple of guys or whatever. Nah, Pacquiao came early and pressed your ass while you were still trying to figure it out. And you've had to figure it out after you got up off your ass, and that's why you lost. You know what I'm saying? These fighters don't put themselves in that situation enough to where when it happens, it's shock. People like they was talking about in the chat, I think it was Vince was talking about Floyd didn't get the money until he was in his 30s. Like I said, but after that, he had already won the steals. He had already, that people don't understand. Like everybody wants to be that, but they don't understand that was a road that's why even though he got issues with certain aspects about Floyd's character, will always give him his flowers because no, he walked that path, and we can never take that away from him. These guys, they just want to be there, and they don't. How did you really deserve to get here? Just as soon as you get like in the teens and you're undefeated, now we're supposed to start saying you're better than this and better than that.
I agree,
when did
bro.
we start doing that?
Solid point, man. Solid point, Mike. Solid point. King Mitch said Ryan might be A-side to Haney after the Campbell win. Haney still outpoints him easy, though. I mean, that's another solid point. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be look, I would even go hard on Team Haney if they allow Ryan Garcia to be the A side and they had that belt. They had the interim championship and the damn WBC super title. So therefore, if they allow Ryan Garcia, who picked up the interim title, okay, by fighting someone, and he ended up being the A side, then I'm gonna go even harder. The primary reason I'm going hard on Haney is strictly for Team Williams. Let's get that straight. It's not just because I want to go in on Haney, but it's just we was trying to get that fight, and they want to shut it down via phone call. I think it's a very solid matchup. But back to what I was saying, if Ryan Garcia is able to go over there with an interim title, it just proves what I've been saying all along. The title means nothing. Nothing if they let Ryan Garcia go and then be the A side against Devin Haney. His WBC title he received via email means absolutely zero. Nothing.
I heard Tank on record saying, "Man, you can have the A side. Let's go. Let's just make the fight happen. Stop all the talking. Let's just make the fight happen." Because at the end of the day, we can call you the A. Boy, we call you the A side, whatever. I know what my check gonna say, and it's gonna be bigger than yours. But yeah, you want to pick the location, the gloves, you want to have all that kind of A side shit. Sure, let's go. I know my check gonna be bigger. I know this shit gonna be on pay-per-view, and you need a dance partner.
Yeah.
Tank can't tell us like what he want to tell us, because that's gonna make people not buy. He can't say, "Man, I'm gonna kill this kid, bro."
Yeah.
This kid is not nowhere near fucking with me. He can't say that yet. We got to get that ink signed first.
That goes back to why I show you the difference between Tank and Ryan. He's just like, make it happen. Like, I understand this is a business. This is prize fighting. Not necessarily. This is prize fighting in the form of boxing. It's no longer boxing. All right. In the post-Mayweather area, this is truly prize fighting. All right. And so you got to sell it. You got to do what you got to do. But you see how this man is like, look, just make it happen. We're not going to do the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. Well, 60-30, 70-20, whatever the hell, like, I don't know. 60-40, 70-30, whatever. Like, come on.
The stupidity of it all, man. I hope Errol learns something. If this fight is made, listen, if we get a second lightweight fight, we're talking about Lopez versus Lomachenko over. If we get freaking Davis versus Garcia, and that shit do higher numbers than in any fight that Errol Spence has had in Texas, he should really reevaluate his stupidity and come out 70-30 or whatever we give him.
Man, listen. That's why I want it to happen. I want it to happen for like I said, we either going to get a beautiful, beautiful knockout somewhere in the middle rounds, somewhere between 4 and 6 for Tank, or what we are going to see is we were wrong, and Ryan is great. Either way, it would be great to see. A lot of people like that street blood clown. They're going to tune in for all the wrong reasons, and they're going to start to rile people up for all the wrong. But we're going to see a great fight. But like you said, it will force everyone else in that division to have to rethink how they moving, especially your boy Errol. And we can start cleaning up this mess. Like IB said, he wanted a tournament. We should get back to them tournaments.
Man, that lightweight tournament to be fire, won't it? God damn. Lightweight tournament. Nakatani, Richard Comey. God damn. All of them. Javier Fortuna, Haney, Tio. I can't put Tio because they plan on moving up to 40. But man, a tournament right now, lightweight.
Throw him in there. Throw him in there. Throw Tio in there too. And let's make it real crazy. Because like say in a post-COVID world, like let's say they got to be in a bubble. Cats will tune in like every week. Like there'd be a fight like every second week. You tune in for the fight camps and everything. People would love that.
Yeah, we would love that, man. Then one of the hottest divisions. We just had 40 go through that WBSS, and we had freaking Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor finish that up. Man, right now at the lightweight division, damn, that shit would be motherfucking fire if they put a tournament on. Damn, with Haney and everybody, you can't hide, you can't run and hide. You gotta face your opposition. Oh man, that should be crazy, man.
No politics, just no. You're gonna be in this bubble, and within a period of XYZ time, The only reason you leave this bubble is family emergency, or yeah, you're out of the tournament.
Yeah. Money Man said, a couple of people said Teo's been cocky. When a fighter get cocky and they got the straps, they can be cocky. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because he, like I said, he went through Nakatani, Comey, and Lomachenko. I respect him for that. Shit. When Loma was landing, Teo feet was stuck. Tank sleeps him late. Devin takes away his right hand, but outpoints him. Teo versus Ryan, probably the best competitive fight. I don't know about that right there. Teo versus Ryan. Ryan's ring IQ to me is very suspect right now, man. It's fragile. His ring IQ, the shit he does, closing his eyes and shit. Man, people saying that's natural. No, keep your eyes fucking open, dog. You don't. I mean, that shit look good for the camera. Fuck all that.
I mean, if he seems so unimpressed by Teo, Ryan Garcia versus Teo is only going to solidify Teofimo Lopez's legend. Like he's gonna show out. That man's gonna have some highlight footage.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have some highlight footage on Garcia, man. Real talk. He said, I can appreciate Ryan's consistency. He's always mentioned he wants to fight Tank. I think he's barking up the wrong tree, though. Well, guess what? Yeah, it's a lot of boxers who've mentioned they want to fight. Bud Crawford was calling out Errol Spence, when he was headed to welterweight, but he never got the fight because Errol Spence kept saying, get a title. Now, people giving Ryan Garcia credit like it hadn't even been done before. I get what you're saying, but Ryan Garcia has been calling out Tank when he knew the fight wouldn't happen. He knew the fight wasn't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's just like Bud. Bud says, yeah, a lot of people choose to call me out when I got a fight. I don't know. Street said, he said, I joined now. You know who I am. I'm not sure. The link is out there. We want to hear that voice, though. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear that voice. And you're free to, the invite is open there, Street Blood. The invite is there. And why are you so focused on Mike, man? You know what, Mike? I think this is one of your fans from a different channel, for real. Because they are infatuated with you, dog. It might be somebody right around the corner from you, your next door neighbor, dog. Seriously.
Man, it's probably because I called him a ho. You know what I'm saying? I take it back, Street Blood. You just a quarter hoe. You quarter hoe.
Your name been in his mouth the whole damn live, dog. Like, come on.
It's cool, man. No. I said he was a ho, and I understand that he got offended. He, I done called the fuck boy a ho, and he's just a fourth of a fuck boy. And so I need to go ahead and just, I apologize, you soft ass. You know what I'm saying? And you go on and take my apology, and you just go on and pat it. You know what I'm saying? Rub some dirt on it. All right. You know what I'm saying? That's all he want to do. He want to go back and forth, man. That's all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah. Hey, World Combat, I'm about to slide, man. I only got a couple minutes before the show starts.
For sure, Mark. I'll be over there, man. Appreciate you pulling up as always, man. Y'all go support my boy Mark Nash, man.
Can I drop the link in your chat?
One of the polymaths over here in YouTube, man. A man of many motherfucking trades.
All right, cool. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna drop the link real quick in the chat, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Again for having me on. Doing some relationship talk tonight, man. So hopefully I can see you guys over there. Peace. We start at 10 o'clock. Peace.
Salute, King, for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Salute, Dash.
Yes, sir.
Kim said, man, fighters be ducking out of those tournaments. Lightweight tournament would be amazing, though. It would be absolutely something that's refreshing to the sport of boxing there, Mitch. Real talk. Lightweight division tournament, oh my goodness. Man, we won't have to sit up here and damn, contemplate on what we got. We knew what damn matchups we got. We know what matchups we got on board. J.A. said Regis a dog. I agree, man. Regis Progress, shout out to Rugaru. You know what I'm saying? I just seen him fighting in San Antonio, man. He got the job done. He was in good spirits, man. Shout out to his mom too, man. This man hit his head too many times. Can you tell? Man, I'm gonna be done with that. You know what I'm saying? Because look, obviously Mike from somewhere else, and you've been focusing on him. So Either one, you're infatuated with him. We don't know if you're a male or female. You never click the link. So just let it ride, dog. You know, just let it ride. Because I put you on timeout twice. So the next time I'm kicking you out for the channel. It don't matter if you subbed or not. 21 strong. Mike, what you blowing on? You're blowing on some GP. 21 strong in the building. What's good?
Nah, man. Right now, man, I just got, man, just some cereal milk. You know what I'm saying? This is a strand called some cereal milk, and then I blended it with some Stand Ball. That's some local shit that they got out here. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ohio got the best growers in the country.
Okay, for sure.
We just don't brag about it like California and Oregon do. You know what I'm saying? Ohio a farming state.
So Street Blood, you say you click the link. Go ahead, sign in. Sign in. What are you talking about? You click the link. I didn't see you on the link. Click the link, man. Click the link. No one saw you. Let me know when you on the private chat, when you in here. Because you know, you going to one person, so maybe you need to, you know, talk to Mike one-on-one. You know, he ain't short on words. He's never been short on words. So if you choose to click the link, man, go ahead. Cereal milk from that cookie brand. Yeah, man, I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. They got Fruity Pebbles. They got everything from that. Yeah, you already know.
See, old smoke like that. I think y'all talk about some real cereal, Captain Crunch, motherfucking Cheerios and shit.
Man, they got those flavors too, for real. Believe it or not, nowadays, man, it's a brave new world, man.
So, not to get too off topic though, how do they put a chemical in there? I mean, how do they even make it a different strand than just what we used to back in the day? Like, what the fuck? It's some synthetic shit, right?
Nah, it's just crossbreeding, studying your shit. Hey, real quick, shout out to King Mix, Colorado. Y'all up Mount High. Oh my, I already know. My God. Yeah, so yeah, they just, you know what I'm saying, it just all depends on how you grow it and your different places, like say Hawaii. It's got a lot of you know what I'm saying, volcanic ash and stuff like that in the soil. And so that might, you know, raise the content of this element or that element. I don't want to get too technical and everything like that. But yeah, it changes.
I mean,
it changes.
Sure. I'm not asking Mike because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a regular. I never have been. But it's just interesting to me, you know, since y'all up here conversing and trading info back and forth. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Nah, man.
Hey, I'd be saying if it ain't directed, it ain't respected.
By now, you know, and you can tell I be from Ohio. You can tell I be from the O, because that's exactly what we say up here. God damn it. That's what I'm saying. It's all love, Street Blood. I ain't even tripping off you, man. Listen, man, you can't offend me typing something. You know, I was a man, goddamn it. You can't type nothing and get me going. You know, you can't even type a statement against me and get me tripping pipping. Why you talking about this old rusty ring right here? This ring centuries old. You know what I'm saying? When you see that ring,
cut the video off.
I ain't even tripping off you, man. Listen, man. You
What's
can't
good?
me Look at him. There you go. Hold on. There you go.
Here,
Look
baby.
at him. Put the face on. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Make them roaches roll.
Hey, do me a favor, Street Blood. You need to turn off your YouTube. You know, cut the mute on your YouTube, dog.
That's it.
You got an echo, bro.
That's a classic.
Hey, you got an echo,
That's
bro.
it on eBay.
There you go. There you go. Look at it. Man, I know you ain't talking about my shit plastic, man. Look at you. You look dirty as hell right now, boy. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Cut off your YouTube.
Boy, you look like 16 hours of hard labor, boy. I'm telling you, man. God damn, nigga, like shit. Look at you.
Yeah.
Funny ass face, nigga. Oh man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Look at him, man. You better stop making all that noise in your grandma's face. Man, you better stop all that fussing in your grandma's basement, man. Oh man, look at you. God damn, boy, your phone about old as hell, man. Look at it glitching and going in and out, man. You look like a broke ass Max Headroom and shit like that. Nigga, look at this shit.
Boy, I can't even hear y'all ass. Boy, like 10 niggas talking at the same time.
Hey, you gotta cut off your YouTube stream. You gotta mute it.
My boy Wild over here. Listen, little fella. Hey, listen, little fella. It's all right, man. Look.
Street Blood, you gotta learn the protocol, man. You gotta mute your YouTube stream. You listen to two streams. That's why we got an echo.
There you go. There you go. Look at him. There you go. Look at him. Look at what y'all did. Look at him. Looking like the black macho Randy Savage and shit. Oh yeah. You want a little excitement? Look at him. You got a goddamn Slim Jim in your mouth. You ever be smoking all motherfuckers smoking on Slim Jim. Damn it.
That's why we got
Look at you.
Oh, I don't know about this shit, man. I've been trying to log into this shit for a minute.
There you go. What's that? You been trying to? You got it worked out. You still glitching. You still glitching, man. There you go. How you smoking over there? There you go. He got 3 grams of oregano rolled up in a blunt. Goddamn it, you going to get it in, man. I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, Street Blood, I'm gonna have to kick you out, man, because Mike just goddamn burning you on the grill right now, man. He cooking you something serious, dog. I thought you had a lot to say. You keep saying you here, but I can't go 15 minutes with you not knowing how to damn work your damn stream, dog.
Man, he's saying he here because you seen the way he looked, man. He was lost in the sunken places and came out. There you go. Come on, man.
Say about this right.
Oh yeah.
I thought you had a lot to say.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. That's my guy. That's little buddy. How you doing, Slim Jim? What's happening, Slim Jim? How you doing, little buddy?
I can't do it, dog. This dude, he don't know what to do. I gotta kick him from the hell no. I can't do it, dog. Hell, you need to learn the protocol. We ain't sitting up here watch how you just talk about you here, dog. No, he got hella background noise for real. I had to stop that, y'all.
Oh man, he had half his project in there, man. I bet you if he panned the camera to the left, been a whole bunch of ugly little niggas with dreadlocks, like some little Chief Keef video, man. He's been pointing guns and shit like that, You know, man. You know, it's all good, man. You know, little nigga shit, man. You know these niggas got ADHD, man.
That mic sparring, that verbal sparring that you was about to give him that mic. I don't think he was ready for that shit, dog.
Little buddy, all right, man. He just wanted to go on. He just wanted to be seen, man. I don't even know who he is. God bless him.
He said Randy Savage. Shout out to Randy Savage, R.I.P. God damn.
Hey, didn't he have the shit though? He had the Randy Savage shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, motherfucking Slim Jim's up on this shit, yo.
He brought up the Slim Jim. God damn, that go way back. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
Need a little excitement. Good man. I don't know, man.
You know, like 16 hours of hard labor, y'all. Hard labor. What does 16? Okay. So what does 16 hours of hard labor look like if you dig in a trench or you motherfucking working construction? You know, at a building site. I mean, goddamn, can you look better in one than the other? I mean, I'm just curious.
I'm just saying, man, you seen his plaits, man. His braids was looking all matted and shit like that. Like he was just out there just, that's some farm shit right there. Nigga just been baling hay and just out there just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And you seen he had his shirt off. It was all fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what he wanted to do. Like he's all baby oiled up with a whole bunch of niggas in the room. So I'm glad you stopped that conversation because I didn't know what was about to happen. You know, he was saying he here. I don't want to be in a room with a whole bunch of half naked niggas. That ain't the way you know what I'm saying? That ain't the way I like to spend my time.
Street Blood, if you would have came on here and you had some boxing content, we would have been good. But you just saying you here. And it's almost like you standing still and letting motherfucking Mike land them power shots while you on the ropes, dog. You didn't have nothing to come back with. I just can't let that murder, that homicide go down on live, man. So I had to get you up out of here, dog.
Man, we still listen, Street Blood, we still love you. It's all right. Listen, man, you one of God's children, one of his special children that he will watch over and look over at all times, just like a baby, you know. And yeah, because of all the people in the world, you're one of them. And it's all good, man. It's all right. Hey, listen.
Damn, J8 said in the studio apartment with no kitchen, dog. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they about 8 niggas in a goddamn one bedroom.
God,
Man.
blood, you took an L tonight, Shawty. You took an L, man, for real, man. You just can't walk in the motherfucking swarm of hornets like that, man. Especially out of Ohio. Them motherfuckers migrated down to the GA today. You had
Man,
motherfuckers.
Freak Blood, don't let me find out you in Ohio.
I don't know, man. He
Freak
might
Blood,
be running around.
Freak Blood,
He
don't
might
let me
be
find out you in Ohio. Where you from? Where you from, my guy? Where you from, Cuddy Cut?
He was infatuated with you, so he might be your neighbor, man. He might be somebody that know you.
Oh man, if he know me, he should know better.
Hey, he might not, man. I don't know. Shit, he was infatuated with your ring. He said you had on an old silver ring or something like that.
Yeah, he worried about here right here, man. This centuries old, man. This heirloom right here. Shit, this almost as old as his mama.
He said, "Damn, man, this shit is getting out of control." He said, Key bitch said, I gotta have the Foreman grill in the studio. Yeah, man, you gotta have the Foreman grill, man. You know, Foreman grill kind of consolidates the kitchen. It gives you the grill. You can heat your shit up. You know, if it's cold out the fridge, if you got a fridge, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you can do a lot of shit with the Foreman grill. Hell yeah.
Okay, Blood, you a bottom boy. Okay, you over there from Miami. I get you. All right, you over there in Dade County. I get you. All right, you down there in Florida. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That explains a lot. I ain't even mad at you, Florida man. ...
Yeah. But y'all, you know what it is, man. I'm about to jump over here to Mark Nash's damn channel.
Yeah. I'm gonna catch up with you, man. Hey, yo, thank you for having me on the show, man. This was fun.
Man, appreciate you coming through, pulling up once again. There, Mike. Appreciate your support as always, man. A real one. And you know, until next time, my brother, be safe out there, man. 2021, you know what it is, my brother. Salute to you.
All right, man. Yep, staying alive. You know what I'm saying? Work, grind, hustle, man. Stay blessed, everybody. Peace.
Yeah, for sure. And everybody pulled up, you know who you are, man. Those of you that's in the chat, I appreciate you. And to the new ones that pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, Street Blood. Appreciate you pulling up in there, man. And you know, whatever you was bringing, you brought it. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage everybody to stop over to Mark Nash's channel and check him out. Salute everyone that pulled up, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. Salute, man.